Zootopia is a movie that came out back in 2016, an animated movie. Back then I wasn't really familiar with this movie. I wasn't really like watching animation movies anymore. This movie is basically about like a little bunny that wants to be like a cop, but because like bunnies are seen as like prey and stuff, because obviously the whole like environment that they're in is a bunch of like animals, so obviously all the other animals are kind of like, this bunny wants to be a cop, like, you joking? Especially like the foxes as well, they make fun of the bunny. And at this point it's kind of like the start, so she's like very like young in it, so she's like probably like a toddler in it. My parents are like, you know, like, just stop, man, stop it, stop it, stop it. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it does kind of make sense, because realistically, if you're in a world full of animals, the last type of animal you'd expect to become a cop is like a bunny. It's funny as well, because if you compare her size to all the other animals, she is so tiny, it's literally mad. So to think that someone like her could become a cop, it's just like, come on, mate, come on, mate. But obviously, despite what people say around the town and stuff, she's still determined to become a cop. We basically get like a time skip where she's a bit more older, participating in like a Zootopia police academy where she's trying to, you know, become a cop. And once again, like, she's literally the only bunny in the entire, literally, or deemed to be in the entire world, who's trying to become a cop. You know, because you have like the dominant animals like the lions, the rhinos. So obviously with the bunnies, she's like the odd one out. Kind of sucks when I think about it. I mean, you are what you are, innit? I have seen better animation with like better storylines that are cliche, but they make it work in a different way where they incorporate cliche stuff, but at the same time make it unique at the same time. But this is a movie I don't think does that, which is not a bad thing, it's just my opinion, innit? So this bunny basically makes it into the academy. Once again, people are making fun of her, and she's basically assigned to be like a person who gives parking tickets. And obviously she doesn't like that, of course, but at some point you get this customer that comes in saying that they have like this missing sibling or husband that's gone missing. She ends up just quickly taking the case, and it kind of all starts from there. She's trying to just prove to her boss that, yeah, I'm a bunny and whatnot, but I'm on smoke right now. Like, I'm on smoke, I'll prove you wrong, innit? So that's when it kind of becomes like an adventure type of movie where she kind of runs into this kind of like snidey, sneaky fox type of guy who, you know how foxes are kind of portrayed to be like snidey, sneaky, like from Dora the Explorer, Swiper No Swiping, or what his name is, that fox, Swiper the fox. The fox is kind of like a bum in it, where he kind of just gets by scamming people. So yeah, if you're talking about like the visuals in terms of just how the movie looks, like, it looks pretty good. Like, there's nothing bad to really say about this movie in terms of how it looks. Like, it's very colorful. Zootopia is like a town, not a town, it's like a massive city in it. The bunny, she was living in like a very small town. I don't know if it was like a bunny town or if it was just like a small town in general. But when she's learning to become a cop, and actually does become a cop, she has to go to Zootopia to be a cop, basically. It's very hard to kind of tell who's who in terms of like the animals, like what animals what, because obviously everyone's standing on their feet. I guess you can kind of call this like an underdog type of storyline where a bunny trying to prove everyone wrong in it. So if you summarize it to that degree, then yeah, I guess you can just call it that in it. I like the bunny. I thought she has a good personality, she has a good spark, because obviously she's the main character, so she best be good in terms of just being entertaining. I'm not sure who plays the voice actor though, so I can't really comment on that. And I also really love the fox as well. Like, you think he's just like a scumbag person that you just wouldn't care about, but really and truly, over time, as the bunny and the fox are trying to solve the case, you can kind of just start to see the chemistry between the bunny and the rabbit. You start to kind of really like this fox, start to figure out why he did what he did in terms of being a scammer. You kind of have like a little mini storyline to his character. I like how they kind of incorporated, so yeah, that was pretty cool. It really gives you that adventure feeling where like they're trying to just get through one obstacle to another. People are trying to attack them randomly because something's going on with the animals also in Zootopia, where the predators are gone all bonkers and crazy. And just the sequences you get with the fox and the bunny where they're kind of just running around trying to escape from these predators that are trying to kill them. A movie like this, where it's an adventure, you always want to have like an adventurous environment surrounding the characters, because otherwise it won't really feel that adventurous, if that makes sense. In terms of the voice acting, the only voice acting that I could gather was only J.K. Simmons. He was like the mayor who was like a lion. I found out at the end that one of the voice actors was Idris Elba. He really does have a good voice though. He was like the captain of the police squad. I think objectively there's nothing necessarily wrong with this movie. If you're a kid and you like animation, you definitely love this movie. You know, I don't really necessarily care much for really any of the characters except the bunny and the fox. Most of the other characters I just don't really vibe with like that, and some of them are a bit too corny for me. I feel like sometimes the comedy feels a bit forced. It's not a movie that I'd ever watch again personally, but I'll definitely recommend if you have kids, let them watch it, because I feel like they would have a good fun time. But anyways, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you thought about this movie, if you hated it, if you loved it. In a bit, man.